Good evening, everyone. We're just going to give everyone just a few more minutes to get on. I apologize about the time delay. There was a couple of clients that had reached out to me saying that they weren't going to be able to jump on till later on in the evening, so I just wanted to push it back just to kind of accommodate. And of course, it'll be posted to the Facebook, so that way you can view this after. So today what we're going to be talking about is right now Dillard's is doing the their annual buy one, get one 50% off skincare sale. So that's buy anything in skincare and get anything else that you need in skincare of equal or lesser value at 50% off, which is an amazing deal. So great time to stock up on your day creams, your night creams, your cleansers, your toners, anything that's going to go on in those duos. Of course, the serum, your Genifique, your anti-aging, your secondary anti-aging serums and whatnot. So again, that is a buy one, get one 50% off, that skincare. That's going to be going on until January the 2nd. If you have any questions or need anything, let me know. Feel free to tap into the chat. I'll also be answering as we go along. I'll be just introducing some of the products that I currently use or things that I keep around that I like to use intermittently inside of my skincare routine. So of course, starting beginning to end, we're going to talk about some cleansers. So two of my favorite cleansers, Creme Radiance. It's a great resurfacing cleansers. This has the rose extract. This also has a lotus in it. It's a beautiful smell. This is a great cleanser for guys. It takes off all the dead skin, gets your skin nice and bright. It's geared for more of your combination to oily skin. Not to say that dry skin can't use it, because I'm a dry skin person and I actually love this cleanser, but I do make sure that I push hydration into my skin afterwards. So again, Creme Radiance, great resurfacing cleanser. Another cleanser that I like is going to be the Milan Mousse. This is a water encapsulated honey. So you're going to take 2 to 3 pumps of this. You actually can see it's going to work up into a nice thick white lather. It actually begins to heat up as well. So this is great for taking off makeup. It's all water encapsulated honey, so it's very, very mild on the skin, very brightening to the skin. Using it just like this, take off your makeup, add a little bit of water, so it's a great item that you can keep inside of the shower. Add a little water to that, it turns into a nice milky mousse, it just melts everything away. Go ahead and use a secondary pump just to kind of cleanse the skin. If you're kind of one of those 2-for-1s, I'm just going to wipe that off on my pants. I wasn't prepared. So again, those are 2 of my favorite cleansers right now. Going into what I use secondary, of course, is going to be your toner. So actually, #1 toner in the world, this is Tonique Confort. This is an almond milk, rose base, very, very calming, very soothing, very nurturing, very hydrating to the skin. So if you're that dry, sensitive, your skin is in kind of chaos, this is very, very calming. This goes in and gives your skin that nurture that it needs after the cleansing process. And then, of course, I have a lot of clients that ask me, you know, what is the purpose of a toner? So when you think of your skin on the pH scale, we're actually more acidic in our skin. Some are a little bit more acidic than others, but yet again, we are all in that acidic skincare range, pH range, should I say. So whenever we cleanse our skin, surfactants, which are inside of cleansers, things that are made to cleanse the skin, those will throw us from acidic into an alkaline range, which is totally opposite end of the spectrum. So by adding that toner in there, your skin is going to normalize back to the pH that it needs to be more accepting of all of your skincare. So that way it's not kind of rejecting everything. But it also, inside of the toners, they'll work in things like moisture. They'll work in resurfacing. And like we're saying with this one, you're going to get tons of moisture, very calming, very soothing, very, very hydrating, very nurturing to the skin. Another one of my favorites is going to be the Rose Scrub. So with the Rose Scrub, it is just what it says, rose and sugar. Rose Sugar Scrub, should I say. No, it answers itself. So with the Rose Sugar Scrub, it is a sugar-based scrub that's got honey inside of it. Again, very calming, doesn't aggravate the skin, so it's good for older skin, it's good for drier skin, it's good for sensitive skin. It's good for any skin type, really. And then you'll also notice that as you're using the scrub will begin to melt down onto the skin, and in doing so, it gives a nice brightening to the skin. The caffeine that the sugar provides gives the energy to the skin. This is great, nice little wake me up, great little resurfacer. And again, that's the Sugar Scrub, and I'll show you a little bit of that. So again, you would cleanse, tone, You can use cleanse, sugar scrub, and then tone, just depending on how you prefer. But you can use this before or after your toner. It's very, very calm, very, very nurturing to the skin. One of my favorites to have in my beauty bag whenever I go on location, because it's so mild that it doesn't actually interfere or aggravate the skin. So I can come right back over it, cleanse it off, and then you even notice got a little bit of brightening going on there, and I'm tearing everything down. Excuse me one moment. All right, so we've talked about some cleansers. We talked about my favorite toner, actually the world's favorite toner. And then we talked about one of my favorite scrubs. Again, we're all tying back to the Dillard's buy one, get one 50% off sale that's going on right now. So again, if you have questions, you need to get in contact with a beauty advisor, you need your order placed, I'll be happy to take care of that. You feel free to message me. So scrubs, another item that I like to use is the Renergy. This is the milk peel, and as you can see, I'm gonna need some more, so I'm gonna take advantage of this buy one get one sale. I just need to figure out what else it is that I need. So again, tying it back to questions that I have whenever I'm in store or I'm dealing with clients on a day-to-day basis. So why do we need scrubs? Why do we need peels? You know, what are the benefits that we're gonna see when using these products? So, reason we need them is as we age, your skin cell turnover pushing from the dermal layers up through the epidermis, pushes from basically bottom to top. Yes, it's amazing, Vanessa. You can use this right after your toner, put a little on the towel, wipe it onto your skin. But getting back to why we need it. So, when you begin to age, we see that cell turnover begins to dramatically decrease as we age and as we get older. So what you will begin to see is you'll begin to see those fine lines. You'll begin to see your foundation sitting on top of your skin. You'll begin to see dull, just very, very lackluster skin. And then your skin will even get to the point where it will actually almost go into like a neutral phase. So activating that with something, scrub is going to be more of your topical. So it will get rid of the quick things that are going on the outside of the skin. The peels will go in and actually do something a little bit more, because they're going to go all the way down and they're going to stimulate the dermal layer to actually start producing that fresh skin. You've got the linseed extract, so very, very brightening to the skin. It's one of our anti-aging products inside of the Renergy line. So you again using this after your toner, you just shake it, mixing those milk phases together. There's a lot of antioxidants inside of it. It's actually one of my holy trinity of products that I don't think that I can really go without, especially with everything going on with having to wear the masks and just the chaos that our skin is in every day. This is again going to be one of my main parts of that holy trinity. This is going to be that first step, that Renergy milk peel. Going into the second part of my holy trinity would be the Visionaire. I don't know if I can get it. The box is very reflective. But this is the vitamin C. So this is basically a vitamin C concentrate inside of your bottle. Inside your box, you'll get 2 small bottles, and inside there you will also have the dropper. So your bottles are hermetically sealed. You have a nice foil on top of each one. So opening one at a time, and what the benefit of this is that with it being such a high content, 15% straight vitamin C, doesn't smell like oranges, has actually a little bit of an acidic smell to it. But again, the benefit of having the 2 different ones is that with it being such a high potency of vitamin C, once you open the bottle, I miss you too, Amanda. I hope you're doing well. I'm following you on Facebook. Stop by and see me if you're ever been in store a lot lately. But the vitamin C, again, that's going to be that powerhouse antioxidant that's going to go in and help with the brightening, dull skin, helps to even out skin tone. It's like drinking orange juice for your skin. So you would do this, cleanse your tone, you would do your scrub or your peel, and then coming in vitamin C, taking 1 drop. I don't know if I showed you, but that lowering the efficacy as the product is open. So you definitely want to keep one open at a time. And then the other benefit is you're not forced to use it beginning through end. Like if you want to take a month in between, which is usually what I do, but it's time for me to open this. I usually do about 6 drops into my hand, warm it, press it into the skin. And then I follow with the third part of my holy trinity of skincare. This is the Genifique. This is the 1.69 bottle. This comes in about 4 or 5 different sizes. This is our youth activating serum. So this will help with everything from firmness, elasticity, radiance. It helps with the evenness of the skin tone. It's amazing. It's a probiotic base, so it goes in and helps protect your microbiome of the skin. which is the healthy layer of bacteria that exists that kind of helps protect you from the world. Great time to use this is the morning. I like using it morning and night. I don't skip out on the Genifique because I love the way it feels. I love the way that it goes on. It smooths, it brightens the skin. But then it also makes everything else I use work harder for me. Another bit of technology inside of there is the loading ampule. Every time you screw down, it locks down. You are reloaded inside the ampule, so you get the perfect dispensed amount every time. So taking this, I like to dispense on my fingertips, warm, again, press right into the skin. And I've actually just taken a shower, so I'm going to take advantage of this. Again, I love my Genifique. It's great for guys too, because after shaving, the skin is very, very sensitive. Sometimes it's very irritated. I like going on with this, not only on the skin to calm where I've just shaved down and kind of hydrate and nurture, but also going through the beard itself, helping to keep the beard hair nice and soft. So great little product for guys. It doesn't look super, super feminine. It's a nice black bottle. Very, very sleek. We always joking around when talking about Genifique. We talk about that everybody has the perfect little black dress that they have to have in their wardrobe. So this is that perfect little black bottle that everybody needs inside of their skincare. This is a must-have. Like, if you have to start with anything from Lancome, start with the Genifique. You're going to see a difference within 7 days. And a great way to experience that is go out and try out the Genifique masks. They're about $15 a piece, but inside of there you get half of a bottle of the probiotic that's inside of the Genifique full size, pushed into your skin within about 5 to 30 minutes, depending on how much time you have to dedicate to it. But you see a week's worth of results in that 30-minute time frame that you have that mask on your skin. It absorbs a majority of the product out of the mask into the skin. It's a great little treat if you're already using Genifique, just kind of rev up your everyday routine. Or it is a great way to introduce yourself into Genifique, because if you don't want to sit there and have to wait and take the before and then wait 7 days and take the after, splice them together and see all that fun stuff, you can actually just 30 minutes, you see that week's worth of results. And then from there you maintain the results with the everyday use of the Genifique. Let's see, what else do I have? And again, feel free to ask any questions if you have anything going on with your skin right now. You can follow up behind the Genifique. This is another one of my favorites. This is the Absolute Serum. This has got the Grand Rose extract. This also has Proxylane, targeted anti-aging, repairing for the skin. Anytime you hear that word Proxylane, what Proxylane means is that's a name molecule Lancome created inside of all of our products that have that Absolute name. Proxylane goes in and makes your skin start producing its own moisture. So versus moisture retention through like hyaluronic acids or, you know, butters and oils and whatnot, this goes in and make your skin starts producing the things that it should be doing all of the time. Also repairing damage that's been done to the skin, both at the surface as well as below. So targeted anti-aging and repairing, again, 1 drop is all you need. And like, this is how small a drop is. So you would take that. The product is made to thin out, so warm it, press, massage down through the neck and décolleté area, and then a little right through the ear. It's amazing. It's got that Grand Rose. So talking about the Grand Rose, what Grand Rose is it's from, I say root to stem. So it's the petal oil, the concentrate that also comes from the oil to accelerate and soothe the skin, but then also the stem cells from the actual stem itself. Duh. But that's been taken in, so that goes in and that does the repairing while soothing, and then the oil and whatnot helps to accelerate and makes everything work faster, harder, stronger. So again, you want some targeted repairing, anti-aging. That Absolute Oleo Serum is for you. Another part of the Absolute line that I keep on hand is the Absolute Oil. The Absolute Oil is the oil from the petal itself. So very, very nurturing, very calming to the skin. You can use the oil by itself, mixing it with your Genifique. You can use it before your Genifique. You can use it after your Genifique. You can mix it inside of your moisturizer. You can mix this and Genifique or Genifique, should I say, inside of your foundation to give yourself more of a radiant, healthy glow to the skin. It's just a beautiful, beautiful little golden drop of golden sunshine. See if I can get it open here. So taking a few drops, it's very, very concentrated. But that product warms, it goes right into the skin. So that one drop, I've still got plenty. I could have did a whole face with that. And it's a nice healthy glow to the skin. And you've noticed that everything that I've been putting, or normally would put on my face, I've been putting on the left hand versus the right. And you can just see the difference of what's going on there. Just a lot of smoothness and a lot of brightness to the skin. So of course, long term using these products, you're gonna see those benefits begin to basically build. So it's not like it's going to stop. You're going to get the most optimal results that you can for your age group. Actually, like one of my favorite clients says, Katrina, she always says, I like using Lancome because I like aging in reverse. And I mean, it really is true. Like my skin now is much better than my skin was 10 years ago. Even 5 years ago, whenever I first started with Lancome. So I've seen those results going in to the skin. Let's see, we talked about cleansers, we've talked about toners, we've talked about scrubs, and we've talked about peels. Another thing to tie back to those scrubs and peels is that if you're using skincare and you're not using a scrub or a peel and you're after your 30s, your 40s, you're basically trying to push all of that skincare through layers of dead skin that needs to come off anyway. Another problem that dead skin is going to give you is that the visibility of the fine lines and wrinkles, those expression areas, of course, we can't change. I mean, other than using some chemical substances, you know, just kind of inject around the eye. I mean, you can't change where you flex that, but you can affect the appearance of that by removing those layers of dead skin. Because thinking of it like a single stack of paper, a single sheet of paper versus a stack of paper creased in the same spot, that single sheet of paper is not going to look nearly as offensive or as aggressive as a crease as that stack of papers is going to look creased. So again, you're not going to see that visibility of the age. You're going to help to see the brightening. But then also too, is you'll notice that if you're not using a scrub or a peel, I have a lot of times that clients are telling me that their foundation isn't wearing for them. So what's happening is throughout the day, you're shedding dead skin. I mean, we're losing it as we go, the mask coming off and on. I mean, it's just rubbing against the face or just sloughing off, and just as you go throughout the day, off goes your foundation too, because it's sitting on top of those layers of dead skin that are just going to come off anyway. So if you really want a clear indicator, you know, of how well these are going to work for you, I always tell a client, do a half and half. Like go in, scrub, peel half your face, and go in and actually do your skincare routine, and then do a quick application of makeup, and just look at the visible difference of what that peel and that scrub is going to provide for you in the absorption of your skincare, the wear of your makeup. So basically after your 30s or your 40s, we have to be using scrubs, peels, something like that. If you have some acne problems, again, a scrub is a great way to address with that. Dry skin, again, a scrub. Let's see, we're going to talk about a mask. We haven't talked about any of those. This is one of the two masks that I have in my current repertoire. This is the Rose Sorbet mask. This is a cryo mask. So cryo means cold. It gets cold when you apply it onto the skin. Now, unlike other masks, we don't rub it, we don't emulsify it. We basically tap into the product, patting it onto the skin in the problem areas where you have problems with pores, discoloration, dullness to the skin, again, fine lines. There's a salicylic acid inside of there, so it helps to tighten up the outside of the skin, helps to brighten it, helps to smooth, and of course, using it about 2 to 3 times a week, you're going to notice a difference in your skin. Again, you want to tap into the product, patting it onto the skin, target those areas, again, that you have those problems with, but you don't want to rub. You want to let that product get cold, come back in with a towel. I usually go about 15-20 minutes, wipe it off. I mean, you can go longer. It's not going to do any harm. Wipe it off and then just follow with the rest of your skincare routine. The other mask I have currently is the Renergie mask. So this is kind of what you get whenever you buy the Genifique mask. But with the Renergie mask, Renergie is all about lifting, firming, tightening of the skin. So it's all about targeted anti-aging, visible results. And this again is going to come and give you those results within about 30 minutes. Cool thing about this is that this comes in 2 pieces. So for me, I can't really use the bottom with the Genifique mask. It just doesn't do me a whole lot of good. So what I do with that second piece is I actually like using it through the neck area to get that lifting, firming, and tightening to the skin, but then also around the eyes. This is a great little item to keep on you. Like if you have somewhere special you're going to go, you have a family reunion coming up, you have a class reunion, you have a get together, just something that you want to look your absolute best for. Just go ahead and pop that on after you're cleansing your tone. Press any extra product after you discard the mask into the skin. And then follow with the rest of your skincare regimen. Let's see. One of my favorite eye creams, I only use the Absolute Gold Eye. This, again, it's got the Proxylane, it's got the rose, the Grand Rose, all that fun stuff. I'll go back and forth between the serum and the cream. Differences between the two is the serum, hey Daniela, the serum you can actually use all the way up to the lash line, both top and bottom, so you can use it on the upper lid, whereas cream needs to stay around the bone, so around this orbital ocular bone area, that needs to stay there and helping giving that lifting, firming, tightening, anti-aging, repairing, all to the eye area with a lot of moisture. Right now I'm using the cream, showing you how little your cream you're going to use. You're going to touch into the product. Whatever you pick up, it's going to be, that's more than enough. I'm just going to pat a little on. And as you can see, that one touch was more than enough. I like to work in my little soft circles, inside to the out, get the blood moving, also stimulate lymphatic drainage. You can do a wiggle because I'm feeling the product start to dry down. Get those lymph nodes to drain everything out from the under eye, and then finish off with a little swoop up through the crow's feet area and then through the brow. Same thing on the other side. Circles inside out. Once I feel the product begin to dry, I'm going to switch over, do a little quick zigzag. Inside out. Think of it like massage. Your nose is the spine. We're getting everything out and away, up and through the brow. So not only is it important to use skincare products, but how we use them is also important, because you need to stimulate blood flow to the surface of the skin. You need to stimulate lymphatic drainage, so that way everything is coming out of the face itself. Next, I'm going to talk about, this is one of our newest products. This is the Absolute Biampule. So this is going to be immediate results. Like within minutes, you will see a result on your skin. Within days, you will see sustained results. Within weeks, I mean, it doesn't stop where the benefits of this come in. Whenever you first get this, there's going to be that foil that's going to protect the efficacy of your product. Pop that off. Give it a good shake. You're going to take your stopper and screws. This is squeezable as I'm putting it everywhere. You're going to do about 5-6 drops, same as the vitamin C. Put the lid back on there. This is going to help. You're going to notice moisture retention is probably going to be one of the first things that you feel. You're going to see a difference in the skin, how bright, how smooth, how radiant the skin is. Nighttime is one of the best times to use this product. So you can use this nighttime, keeping your genifique for daytime. And as you can see, I'm still trying to work that product into my hand. And we'll just dry it down, just so that you can see. I mean, this, man, I want my skin looking like this. So again, repairing, anti-aging, moisture retention, just a phenomenal product. A lot of technology goes into that, and again, it's got the Proxylane, so helping with the moisture retention of the skin. And then last but not least, what I have in my current skincare is my day and my night cream. So this is the Absolute BX line. Unlike the Absolute Golden line, this still has Proxylane, but again, unlike the Absolute Golden line, it does not have the Grand Rose extracts. But in its place, it has a lot of very strong antioxidants. It's got a wild yam, a sea algae, some very calming, nurturing, soothing, calming. I keep saying calming because that's what it does. I mean, my skin sometimes go into chaos. This goes in, and what's nice is it kind of works on both a natural hormonal level when dealing with anti-aging as well as skincare concerns. So I have a lot of clients that like this whenever they're starting to get older and their skin just kind of goes into this chaos and you have a lot of imbalance going on. This kind of goes in and puts those building blocks back into play. The night cream is just absolutely decadent, and it is nighttime, and I did just take a shower, so I'm going to go in. And then, again, we talked about how little of the eye cream that you use. The night cream and then day cream, it's going to be the same thing, but instead of one finger, we're going to take 2 fingers, and all I'm going to do is touch lightly into the product. This is more than enough for my skin. I'm going to warm, I'm going to press into the skin, and then I'm going to blend out. So normally I'm doing a lot of massaging like this whenever I'm applying my Genevieve, get the blood moving, get the blood stimulating. But whenever I go in with my moisturizer, I'm going to do this nice, just calming press. And then we're going to do that little triple Buddha. We're going to press and just lightly pull out because we've loosened everything up. We've got everything moving around. Now we just need it to drain out of the face and down the neck. So again, that's just a few of the products that I have in my current skincare lineup, and we're talking about the buy one get one 50% off sale that's going on right now at Dillard's. If you have any questions, concerns, if you want to try any of these products, or you have any more questions about them, something that I maybe didn't cover, feel free to message me. I'll be watching Messenger tonight. And then I can also get you in contact with one of our beauty advisors in store, and they can get their product shipped directly to your home. You can do curbside pickup. So again, just feel free to reach out to me. I'll get you in contact with the store, or I can take care of your order myself and get you taken care of. And again, thank you for joining me, and I appreciate the patience and having it a little bit later in the evening. And I'm so glad that people were able to join me, and I appreciate everyone. As always, thank you for joining me here with Lancome with Andrew. You have a good day.